Hey y'all, it's February the 28th, 2017, and I feel as though that I've shot like 5 videos today. It's way more than I wanted to shoot. I really only wanted to shoot 1 or 2. But for the past couple of hours now, I have been living in the Twilight Zone. Alright? I messed up and I dived down a rabbit hole and I bit off more than I could chew, to be honest with you. Alright, I was making a video, the video that I've posted right before this. I was making that video, and I made mention at the end of the video about a 1-year-old girl who was stabbed in her vagina and also sexually assaulted all over the place. In my hometown of San Antonio, Texas, that you might not have heard about. And I wanted to get a picture of the relative who's been charged with, facilitating this whole situation and lying about it. I wanted to get a picture of this lady to put it in the video, and it was hard to find. I couldn't remember where I'd seen it first. It was real hard to find. And I found it. I found a picture of this lady. And I found it on myessay.com. Or was that short for My San Antonio? If you didn't know, it's spelled mysa.com. You'll go right to it. That's the website for the San Antonio Express News, which is a newspaper in San Antonio. And like I said, I dived straight up and down into a Twilight Zone world, and it was amazing. I spent a lot of time there, and there's a couple things that I wanted to share with you that I found. First of all, before I get into it, I was reminded of a story that happened, I believe, late last year in San Antonio. In which it looks like three black people were charged. One was male, 2 were female, and leaving a whole house of kids by themselves. I'm sure on more than one occasion, and in fact, chaining up and putting leashes on toddlers and leaving them at home alone in the backyard. All right, that right there. I mean, that's over the top. That's over the top. And although it's a very sensational story, you probably haven't heard of it. Why? Because Black lives don't matter. That's why you haven't heard of it, apparently. But anyways, I was looking for this lady's picture, and I couldn't help but come across all sort of stories. Here's the thing: if you want to see some heinous stories and some just bizarre stories, go to myessay.com, because they're chock full of them. A lot of them are taking a place in and around San Antonio and the Central Texas area. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are. All right. So here's some things that I wanted to point out to you that you probably won't hear about anywhere else but here. Here's the first one. It's kind of a lighthearted one. It's a weird one. Here's a picture of this officer. Yeah, he looks like a lesbian. This officer, he was fired from the San Antonio Police Department because of a scandal that he got involved in, and it's not just him. There was 2 or 3 other police officers involved in this, where they happened to convince some ladies out there that they were part of an undercover police program. They managed to convince these ladies that they were a part of an undercover police program, according to the story, which I don't know if I totally believe. But according to the story, and I'll leave some links. According to the story, these police officers, and to include this lesbian-looking police officer, they made a lady drink alcohol. I don't know how much. Drink alcohol and then do push-ups blindfolded. Yeah, Twilight Zone stuff. Drink alcohol, do push-ups, blindfolded, while in a swimsuit, as a part of their undercover police program, which was bogus. And that was right before the lesbian-looking police officer went ahead and sexually assaulted the lady, obviously. Now, in my pursuit and look for pictures and information, I caught wind of this story. First of all, on the side bank where it says like different other details, like these are the top stories, these are the most popular stories in mysanantonio.com right now. Alright, I had to let you know that the #1 most popular story, believe it or not, is the theft of Whataburger tents from Whataburgers. Alright, apparently this is a big deal. I'm not sure, somewhere in Texas, because it is a Whataburger. There's a very prevalent burger chain in Texas. And what I mean by tent is they'll give you little numbers, and when they get to your number and give you your food, they'll take it. It's called a tent. It's simply a plastic thing that folds like this with a number on it. And police are seriously concerned about the theft of these numbers. These numbers which don't hardly cost any money, I'm sure. But that was the #1 most popular story. The #2 most popular story was an article that was written today. I mean, fresh from the presses. You heard it here first. You'll probably only hear of it from here. Alright, but it's pretty sensational. Just like the other stories I was going through that were just rampant in police sexual assault or sexual assault on children, and just crazy, bizarre, crazy incidents happening in and around Texas, San Antonio area, and the Austin area. Alright, the second most popular story today on myessay.com, the headline reads this: Police, man killed prostitute, comma, let acquaintance have sex with her body, set her on fire. Alright, that's bizarre. But I cannot tell you that that's the first time that has ever happened. Alright? I'm willing to bet that it isn't. Thing is, it's very bizarre. It's very off-putting. It's not a light-hearted story by any stretch. But the thing is, I get caught up on words. And I wanted to share that with y'all. I get caught up on words. There's certain words, when they don't add up, they don't make sense. It triggers something in my brain and I can't get off of it. Because, see, the headline says this: man killed prostitute, and then let acquaintance have sex with her body and set her on fire. So he let an acquaintance have sex with her dead body because she was already killed. Alright, I take extreme offense to that, simply because if you're a man and you went ahead and took a prostitute and killed her, I believe in your home, in your Southside San Antonio home, in the garage, if you went ahead and killed this prostitute, you absolutely did not let an acquaintance have sex with her body. You didn't find someone that you kind of knew a little bit and say, hey man, you know, shoot, I just happened to have killed a prostitute in my garage. You want to go ahead and help yourself maybe a little bit to her dead body? You don't do that, alright? An acquaintance is not who this person is. Alright, I know that it might seem weird that I get caught up on that, but you do not let an acquaintance have sex with the dead body of the hooker who you just killed. You do not. You let a close friend do it. A close friend who you assume will not tell on you, but for some reason, somehow, this man right here, he got found out. Yeah, he killed the prostitute. and he let his best buddy go ahead and rape her dead body. That's crazy. That's crazy stuff. All right, that is crazy stuff. And there's a lot of crazy stuff that, like I said, if you go to myessay.com, you're gonna find it. It's a lot of it. It's a lot of it. Anyways, I'm gonna have to holler at y'all later.
Just should be extreme, just kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.